Ladies and gentlemen, Bibi Netanyahu was heading to Germany, and en route to Germany, he visited the World Zionist Congress. Where was this held? The World Zionist Congress. I don't know where this took place, but he's heading to Germany, and the best reading of this is, look, I'm going to tell a little white lie to make the Germans feel better about themselves. So he gave a speech late last night, Tuesday. And, well, I mean, let's just hear what Bibi Netanyahu wants you to believe about the Holocaust.
Other attacks on the Jewish community in 1920, 1921, 1929 were instigated by a call of the Mufti of Jerusalem, Haj Amin al-Husseini, who was later sought for war crimes in the Nuremberg trials because he had a central role fomenting the...
Pause it for 1 second and go back a couple of seconds here. He's already talking out of his ass. He never appeared at the Nuremberg proceedings. He was sought for war crimes, but never appeared there. Okay, continue.
Who was later sought for war crimes in the Nuremberg trials because he had a central role in fomenting the final solution. He flew to Berlin. Hitler didn't want to exterminate the Jews at the time. He wanted to expel the Jews. And Haj Amin al-Husseini went to Hitler and said, if you expel them, they'll all come here. So what should I do with them? He asked. You said, burn them.
So there is Bibi Netanyahu suggesting that Adolf Hitler did not have the idea to kill the Jews, that he just basically, it was the Mufti. Now let me just give you just a little bit of history according to Dinah Parat, a professor at Tel Aviv University and the chief historian of Yad Vashem. Yad Vashem is Israel's Holocaust museum. To say that the Mufti was the first to mention to Hitler the idea to kill or burn the Jews is not correct. Not a lot of wiggle room in that statement, ladies and gentlemen. The meeting between Husseini and Hitler took place in Berlin on November 28th, 1941. Incidentally, it's also my birthday. More than 2 years earlier, in January of 1939, Hitler had addressed the Reichstag and talked clearly about his determination to exterminate the Jewish race. But we do have some audio of the conversation between the Mufti and Hitler, which, I don't know, sort of backs up Bibi.
You're not thinking big term enough, frankly, okay? You ask those people to leave, they're like friggin' rats. They'll set up, money-lending diamond business where I live. And look, frankly, I'm not a middling mufti. I'm not a lower-level mufti. I think you remember my title. I'd appreciate if you take my advice on this. All right, go ahead.
Everyone, the Grand Mufti has told us that we should kill the Jews. Now, if he was a, not so Grand Mufti, or perhaps a middling Mufti, or tiny Mufti, I would never listen to a tiny Mufti. But
it seemed a little harsh.
He's so grand that I think we should just do it. Why wouldn't he know? It's grand.
Have you seen the outfits? Just like the design of the Mufti and his cap and everything. It's just very authoritative.
Let me ask you this. Would you listen to the not-so-grand visit? No, of course not. But the grand visit, yes. You always listen to the grand. That's where the word comes from.
Just a very sort of basic politeness. When the Grand Mufti says you burn the people it has to burn.
It's never occurred to me until the Mufti got here, and he was very grand about it.
Before that, it was more like, all right, guys, party's over, please move, whatever.
You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
Go where you like. You can go to Poland. Whatever. Oh, no, I'm going to invade them. Excuse me. You're going to have to go further. But then the Mufti is just like, I have just like an idea. Like, he's like a disruptor. He's just like, just
Totally.
do the whole thing.
Grand Mufti came in. He's a very out-of-the-box thinker. I was just going to say, head to Turkey. Go to the beaches. Have some fun.
Enjoy Izmir. And he was just like, no, I have this revolutionary concept that will entirely disrupt the Nazi party. Could you imagine if you could just like ring a bell and your own personal car would
This
come
is
for
what
you?
he
It's
said
like
to
an
me.
Uber
He said,
car.
yes. He
Uber
said,
man.
this is the Uber of genocide. And so I said, okay. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen.
We're in that Aspen Ideas Farm in Jerusalem. And he just told me, it's just like, let's just do this. He's a Grand Mufti, guys, a very innovative thinker. I like how my Grand Mufti sounded like Dice Clay.
Yes.
I'm like, yeah, that was good. I like that.
It's like a DJ. It's a grand...
It's just cool.
The Grand Mufti MC.
Grand Mufti MC.
So there you have it.
You know what those people are like? They're resilient as hell.
There's really
They're wandering
something
all over the desert.
There's
They
really
show up.
something wrong with Bibi. I mean, just really something wrong.
He's been using like variations of that for a while. He first said something to that effect, I think, in 2012. I remember somebody actually telling me that in college. The same thing, that the Grand Mufti was a major part of the Holocaust.
I
And
just
it was
don't
like,
understand.
This guy's just a crazy person.
I don't understand how even the Grand Mufti existed there in Jerusalem, right? I mean, my understanding is that there were no Arabs there, right? It was just like basically empty in Jerusalem until the Grand Mufti, but he said he was from Jerusalem, but he was really living in the boat off the coast of Haifa.
It was nothing. He was in Jordan.
He was in the...
He was in Jordan. The Jordanians still say Jerusalem is a man. This is what they do. They lie. The Arabs are liars.